Hi everyone, and welcome back to Life Cues week 33 and week 34. We're going to do 2 weeks this time because I'm just a little bit behind. But before I get on to tell you what the prompts are, I just wanted to give you an update on my brother. He is doing so much better than last week. Thanks to not only the wonderful care he's been getting at the hospital, but to all of your prayers and thoughts and kind comments. I really appreciate all that you've done. He's made some really good progress, but it's just amazing how a person, a very healthy, athletic person can be set back from a bout of terrible pneumonia like that. So his recent successes have been he's been able to stand by himself for 12 minutes. He took 2 steps. He's finally been able to raise his hands up to his mouth and feed himself, so he's gained some of his independence. So we are just cheering all of these successes and hoping for more. We know it's going to be a long uphill climb until he's back to the way he was before, but it's progress and it's good news all around, so we are very excited about that. So, on to our prompts for our life cues. So, for week 33, the first prompt, the question is, do you believe in miracles? And so for the second prompt for week 34, the question is, are you afraid of the dark? So you have 2 different prompts to art journal this week. So, do you believe in miracles and are you afraid of the dark? So let's get started. And so here's my page on Do I Believe in Miracles? Obviously, the answer is yes, in light of my brother's wonderful, miraculous recovery. But aside from that, I tend to believe in the everyday miracles that we sometimes take for granted. As a certified labor doula, I am honored and privileged to witness over and over again the miracle of birth and that wondrous moment when a young woman transitions into being a new mother. And we all have evidence of the miracle as the seasons change in spring and the beautiful colors of the fall. Miracles are all around us every day. So for my page, on my page, I use the quote, just another ordinary. And then I used one of those clear, I don't know what they're called, but it said my miracle on it. And I simply scraped off the my and just kept the word miracle. And then I put just another ordinary miracle today. So what I did is I first gessoed the background and then I painted it with this really shimmery blue acrylic paint. I had some die cuts and I applied them on the page, and then I applied the words faith, hope, and believe. And in these two corners I just used the photo corners that were part of that die cut collection. This scallop flower die cut and the cross were also part of that collection, and I put the cross just to show that I do have faith, and then I adhered some pretty bling all the way around, and then this left corner I just used some black felt ribbon that I had. And to fill in the background I just did some doodling with an ultrafine Sharpie pen and some little black dots just for some interest. So I do believe in miracles, both the big ones and the small ones, and if we keep our eyes open, we'll witness more and more of them every day. So on to question 34. Am I afraid of the dark? Now for this particular entry, I was originally going to take a card and use black gesso, but the card I chose already had a black background, so half the work was already done for me. So what I did is I just lifted off that, it was kind of a papyrus leaf image, and I just lifted it off and tried to preserve it because I think I might be able to use it in another project maybe around Christmas time. The first thing I did was stamp the background with white craft ink, and I used the Circus stamp set from Stamp It Up. So I just stamped all the different stamps. I used, I made a mask out of a piece of paper because I didn't want to stamp over the edge. And then I originally took a doily edge and I was trying to use it as a stencil, but it got all smudged, so I just blended in the shimmer ink there just to give it kind of a horizon. Then I used outline stickers. I've had these forever. I think people use them a lot with Copic markers, and you can, if you really color in carefully, you can outline the butterflies in multiple colors, but I just used them on top, and I stuck them all down on top of these circles, and it kind of has them flying through kind of the universe off into the sky. And then I used that silver paint. First I wrote, "It's always darkest before the dawn," and then I just took the paint and sort of dabbed little circles all around like stars in the sky. So I used to be afraid of the dark, but I'm not so much anymore. And when I wrote "It's always darkest before dawn," that was both literally and philosophically, because you can be in your darkest moment, but as long as you know that when you are in your darkest moment, the light is going to shine right away. So there's no need to be afraid of where you're at. If you just wait long enough, things are going to get better, and they always do. So I cannot wait to see what you guys do for if you believe in miracles or if you're afraid of the dark. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.